Hello, you're kicking off the Tuesday's edition of Qpvn English News Bulletin with Milling Chi and income deadlines. Vietnam and Laos strengthen special solidarity. Vietnam and Russia boost cooperation. Vietnam People's Navy's mission visits China. As invitation of General Secretary of the Lao People's Revolutionary Party and President of Laos and his spouse on December the 1st in Vientiane, Laos, Party General Secretary To Lâm, his spouse and high-ranking Vietnamese delegation began a state visit to Laos. During the visit, General Secretary Lâm is scheduled to attend the 50th National Day celebration of Laos and co-chair the high-level meeting between the Communist Party of Vietnam and the Lao People's Revolutionary Party. General Phan Van Gia, Minister of National Defense, joined the delegation. The visit of General Secretary To Lâm and the Vietnamese high-ranking delegation took place at a crucial time when Laos is commemorating its 50th anniversary and before the National Congress of the two parties to be held in early 2026 to make decisions on development orientations for its country. At the talks, General Secretary and President of Laos Thongloun Sisoulith thanked the party, state and people of Vietnam for always giving Laos wholehearted support in the cause of national defense and construction. General Secretary To Lâm congratulated Laos on its great achievements after 50 years of founding in the country and 40 years of renovation. The two sides agreed to continue promoting defense security cooperation, closely coordinating and supporting each other in responding to security challenges, linking defense and security with socio-economic development. After the talks, General Secretary To Lâm and General Secretary and President of Laos Thongloun Sisoulith and the high-ranking delegations of the two countries witnessed the ceremony of handing over 12 important cooperation documents between relevant agencies, including the 2026 cooperation plan between the Vietnamese Ministry of National Defense and the Lao Ministry of National Defense. Within the framework of the visit on December 1st, a ceremony was held to award the National Gold Medal, the most noble medal of Laos, to General Secretary To Lâm for his great contributions, making significant contributions to fostering the great friendship, special solidarity, and comprehensive cooperation between the two parties, states, and peoples of Laos and Vietnam. General Secretary To Lâm met with Lao Prime Minister Sonsay Sivadon, National Assembly Chairman Somsavan Sovihan, visited former high-ranking Lao leaders, led rest at the Monument to Unknown Soldiers, and delivered a policy speech at the Lao National Academy of Politics and Public Administration. Throughout their long history, Vietnam and Laos have always stood together through every trial, sharing hardships, embracing sacrifice, and fighting side by side for the independence and freedom of both nations. Forged in faithfulness and sacrifice, the Vietnam-Laos Combat Alliance became a timeless emblem of pure and unwavering international solidarity. On the 50th founding anniversary of the Lao People's Democratic Republic, let's look back on that extraordinary journey from the days of shoulder-to-shoulder combat to 2 days enduring partnership in peace. The Laos-Vietnam Combat Alliance, built on the spirit of sharing even the last grain of rice, splitting even a stalk of vegetable, has become an enduring symbol of the shared longing for independence, peace, and justice. It is a vivid testament to the contributions and great sacrifices made by the Lao people. It affirms the heroic spirit of the Special Combat Alliance between our two militaries and people. They fought side by side, shared every hardship, and sacrificed for a common strategic idea. Today, solidarity between the two militaries remains special among the special, a pillar and bright spot in the Vietnam-Laos special relationship. Cooperation has grown ever more substantive and effective, encompassing delegation exchanges at all levels, dialogue, consultations within ASEAN and multilateral forums, border management and protection, training, logistics, and technical cooperation. During the war, Vietnamese soldiers stood with the Lao people against the enemy. Today, Vietnam continues to support us across every field. For the Ministry of National Defense, that support is comprehensive, covering personnel, resources, and cooperation between units and provinces, especially along the border. We have every reason to be proud of the exemplary, pure, and faithful relationship between the two parties, states, militaries, and peoples. Across the Vietnam-Laos border, partnership models between localities, military units, and border forces continue to deepen the bond between comrades in arms through joint activities, information sharing, hotlines, coordination mechanisms, joint patrols, cross-border crime prevention, countering hostile forces, joint exercises, exchanges, visits, and social-economic support. Both sides have contributed to a more peaceful and prosperous border area. Many key works supported by the Vietnam People's Army, such as the Keystone for the Han National Defense Academy, the Lao People's Army Political Theory School, the Lao Ethnic Cultural Military School, the Lao Border Guard Training School, at the headquarters of Division 1, serving as solid cornerstones strengthening defense ties. The more often you change your clothes, the newer they become. The more often you visit each other, the closer you grow. Strengthened political and party work between the two militaries continues to keep the flame of Vietnam-Laos friendship burning bright. Training programs, youth exchanges, political seminars, and young officers' interactions are nurturing a new generation ready to uphold and carry forward the great Vietnam-Laos friendship. As invitation of President Lương Cường, Sultan of Brunei Darussalam Haji Hassana Bolkiah paid a state visit to Vietnam from November 30th to December 2nd. On December 1st, President Lương Cường hosted a welcome ceremony for the Sultan of Brunei in Hanoi. After the welcoming ceremony, the two leaders held talks. The sixth visit to the Sultan of Brunei to Vietnam aims to further deepen political trust, promote multifaceted cooperation, and further step up the Vietnam-Brunei comprehensive partnership. Currently, the two countries have enjoyed good relations in many fields. The Memorandum of Understanding on Bilateral Defense Cooperation between Vietnam and Brunei has been implemented in a substantive and effective manner in such forms as delegation exchanges, training, information exchange, search and rescue coordination. The two leaders agreed to increase visits and contact levels, strengthen relations on state, government, national assembly, and people-to-people channels, continue to effectively implement bilateral cooperation mechanisms. The two leaders affirmed the importance of defense and security cooperation, lauded the signing of the Memorandum of Understanding on Cooperation in the Fisheries sector and the Memorandum of Understanding on the use of a hotline to deal with illegal, unreported, and unregulated fishing. Regarding the issue of South China Sea internationally, the two sides committed to maintaining and promoting peace, security, stability, safety, and freedom of navigation and overflight, and resolve disputes by peaceful means on the basis of fundamental principles of international law, including the 1982 UNCLOS. On December 1st, the November briefing conference of the General Political Department took place under the chair of its chairman, General Nguyễn. Throughout November, party and political work was comprehensively carried out across the entire military. Notably, officers and soldiers closely supported local residents in overcoming historic floods in central Vietnam, earning high praise from authorities and the people. Military media agencies strengthened communication efforts, promptly highlighting images of troops assisting communities and actively spreading these stories on digital and social media platforms. Numerous year-end programs and activities bearing the military distinctive identity have been planned and meticulously prepared to serve troops and the public during the upcoming Lunar New Year period. General Nguyễn requested leaders of agencies and units to continue renewing their mindset and implement tasks in a short, concise, action-oriented manner, proactively respond to press agencies' inquiries to spotlight achieved results, particularly ahead of the 14th National Party Congress, the election of the deputies to the 16th National Assembly and People's Councils for the 2026-2031 term. He also emphasized effective implementation of military and home front policy work. On the afternoon of December 1st, the 36th session of the Intergovernmental Coordinating Committee for the Vietnam-Russia Tropical Center took place. Senior Lieutenant General Hoàng Xuân Chiến, the Minister of National Defense of Vietnam, Chairman of the Vietnamese Subcommittee of the Intergovernmental Coordinating Committee for the Vietnam-Russia Tropical Center, and Deputy Minister of Science and Higher Education of Russia, Chairman of the Russian Subcommittee, Konstantin Ilyich Moklevitsky, co-chaired the event. Both sides affirmed that 2025 concludes the 2021-2025 cooperation period, which recorded important achievements within the framework of the Vietnam-Russia Tropical Center, contributing to the two countries' good relations. They have completed the center's development strategy to 2035 and set the revised regulations on the Tropical Center. In the coming term, the two sides will continue cooperation in the Center's three traditional research areas, especially improving equipment performance in tropical conditions, biodiversity conservation, environmental protection, and climate change response. They will also expand new research areas in biotechnology, establish joint modern laboratories, strengthen joint scientific work, technology application and transfer, and training of scientific personnel. Concluding the session, the two heads of delegation signed the session minutes and the mandate regulations on the Vietnam-Russia Tropical Center. On December 1st, in Hanoi, the General Staff of the Vietnam People's Army held a meeting to encourage military officers, coaches, and athletes to engage in the 33rd SEA Games in Thailand. Speaking at the meeting, Senior Lieutenant General Nguyễn Văn Nghĩa, Deputy Chief of the General Staff, praised their efforts to overcome difficulties and hard training of the delegation over the past term. Senior Lieutenant General Nguyễn Văn Nghĩa stressed that the 33rd SEA Games brings an opportunity to affirm the capacity of the military sports to showcase the image of soldiers on the sports front. He asked the delegation to promote the spirit of solidarity, strictly maintain discipline, and strive to achieve the highest results, contributing to the overall success of the Vietnam sports delegation at the 33rd SEA Games. Coming up next, Vietnam People's Navy's mission visits China. Enhancing specialized capabilities for UN peacekeepers. After a long voyage through rough seas, ship 015 Trần Hưng Đạo and the working delegation of the Vietnam People's Navy arrived at Chinh Tao Port, Shandong Province on the morning of December 1st, marking the start of their customary visit to China. That is the first stop in the Navy's three-nation visit to China, Japan, and the Republic of Korea. Following a formal welcome ceremony with order, flowers, and photo sections, the Vietnamese delegation invited officers of China's North Sea Fleet to tour ship 015. Both sides agreed on the working agenda and exchange and joint training activities during the visit from December 1st to the 4th. In the afternoon, the delegation paid customary calls on Queen Tao City authorities and the North Sea Fleet Command. Both sides expressed satisfaction with the progress of naval cooperation, knowing that the visit of ship 015 is a significant milestone. The North Sea Fleet affirmed that naval exchanges remain an important pillar of bilateral military ties and expressed hope for continued practical cooperation. On the morning of December 1st, the Vietnam Department of Peacekeeping Operation opened the 2025 Combat First Aid Level 1 training course supported by France and the 2025 General Military Advisor training course supported by UNITAR and Canada. These courses provide trainees with battlefield first aid knowledge and skills required by the United Nations for personnel preparing for deployment to UN peacekeeping missions, as well as essential expertise for Vietnamese officers and international partners under Canada's military training and cooperation program to serve effectively as general military advisors at UN missions. The training also enables Vietnamese and partner country officers, instructors, and trainees to share professional knowledge and practical experience, contributing to improve effectiveness in future UN mission deployments. It is the end of the news bulletin today. And watch our news again at qpvn.vn. Goodbye and see you next time.